wear all your little bars and symbols and stuff. But yeah,
Mhm. Oh wow. Yeah, it's different now. And I'm like I think just these kids now that's in college, they're playing more technical pieces, which is crazy because I see Jackson State Southern, they playing songs that when I was there, we didn't play half that stuff. We
right.
played when I was in A&T, we probably played songs like Lady by the OJs.
Okay.
Um, what else we played? We played for was no, what was that song? It was not Formations by Beyonce. It was some Freedom. I
Freedom.
don't
Okay.
I don't know why we played Freedom when I was at A&T.
Hmm.
I don't understand why, but uh, uh, but it's crazy to me, and I'm glad that I kind of experienced band in a different format because now I'm looking at it like the culture changed, but the musicianship is still there. But now that we're still evolving, it's a lot of things that I try to instill in the youth to want to actually be just stay in band. You know what I'm saying? Even though it may
Right.
be different, even though you may not like certain things, like there's kids that went to schools. I'm not going to name them because I'm not going to be ignorant like that. But they went to schools, and I guess their band program. They look at other band programs, right? They try to be this because there's certain band directors that try to imitate certain styles from back in the day, then try to
Right.
bring that over, which in reality, you can't really do that because these are different types of kids. Some of these kids, literally, they had to grow up in the trenches. Some of these kids, their horn was their only outlet for them to actually survive. So you
Right.
take that mindset and put that in band back in the day. Now, if you try to look back now, these kids got TikTok. Half these kids are rich. Well, no, actually, their parents are rich. But half these,
Hmm.
they're financially more. These kids are financially stable out at this point, so they don't have to
Hmm.
worry. They don't know about the struggle. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it's crazy that I can sit here and I could look back and be like, "Dang, man! Like we went to Golden Corral. Now these kids is going to seafood restaurants. They going over here, going over there. When they said, I remember one time when I was in band, we went to one. Our band director, Dr. Ruff, Kenneth G. Ruff, he said,
Hmm.
since y'all worked hard, I'm gonna take y'all to the seafood restaurant. I said, $30 a person. I said, you got money like that? I said, go ahead, Dr. Ruff. Mhm.
Right.
But it's just, I think the more you start to understand, like this band culture is more deeper than what it really. It's like it's so much deeper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you did cheerlead. I don't understand how that worked. So you could do both.
I did both, yes. And
Mm,
so what would happen is, right, being able to hold your position in the band means that you can play your instrument, hit the right notes, right?
mm,
You can hold your seat, and I was always first or second chair, and I can make band practice because marching band practice is where you learn the steps at.
yep.
So I what would happen is because of the times of band practice and cheerleading practice,
Mm,
I would literally have to leave cheerleading practice like 10 minutes early just to make band practice. But I would just spend all day in practice.
mm,
And band practice was the way back in the day, we made our own cheerleading signs. We made, so when a football player ran through a sign, like we literally taped together, eight by like 20-inch papers,
mm.
drew a sign on it. So all of that would be happening in the same building, if you will, but it was more about time management and scheduling
Oh yeah.
for me particularly. But I wasn't the only band student who was a cheerleader. It was
Mm,
three of us that had to have that same schedule. And because of that, the school, was very understanding of
mm,
that. But when you talk about the music itself, so our band director, I'm black clearly,
Mm.
I'm from DeKalb County, which is one of the blackest counties. We are right next door to Southwest DeKalb,
Yep.
the best band in the land, right? So when it comes to even just band performances, we were I think the small A, 1A school, 2A school, and Southwest DeKalb at the time was a 3A school.
Mm.
So we never had to compete with them in band competition. However, when it came to the competition we used to have, the community competition, we wanted to, throw our instruments down and dance the same as
Uh,
they did back in the day. But our band director was not having none of that because
yeah.
he wanted to win in the band competitions that were more of like the when you go to what is it, like Perry, Georgia, or Tyler, Georgia, is one
Mm.
different, is where it's all about field competition, field composition. And
What's that thing called? I think I know you're talking about. Oh,
he
some.
would always enter us into the field work band competitions versus the cultural band competitions.
Mm.
So in the field band competitions, it was more about making the shapes, being able to spell your school letters out, turn around and make your school symbol. You know what I mean? Do
Mm.
some of the marches, and then you're spelling out another thing, right?
Yeah.
Where in the cultural competitions, it was more about getting information, throwing your instrument down, and dancing.
Mm.
And we wanted to throw our instruments down and dance so bad.
Oh, one person said the best band in the land is McNair.
McNair. Oh,
Mm.
McNair came up though, because listen, I'm talking about the 80s, right?
Uh.
Yeah, Southwest Cab was the best band in the land because their band director was focused on the cultural competitions.
Mm.
The majority of, I'm even gonna say this without even, and this is just my own opinion, of people who would leave Southwest Cab would probably go to HBCUs, right?
Oh. Mm.
My school, which was more like when I graduated, we had five well, no, we had we had five people to go into the Air Force. I was one of them.
Mm.
Three of those five people went to the Air Force Academy. We had a lot of academy graduates, right? It
Mm.
was more about your SAT scores. It was more about, you, that's what I mean by we had bars. It was,
Mm.
academic based. It was, like culture. They wanted to kind of leave our band director anyway. And then even I will say our school, they were not focused on culture. They were like, no, we're trying to meet the
Mm.
national numbers. Whereas Southwest Cab, like in high school, when I wasn't even in high school,
Mm.
their band would be on TV.
Oh wow. Yeah. What you know what's so crazy? I think when I used to watch bands like on be on like I think the first band I ever watched on TV was North Carolina A&T when they went to Atlanta. I think it was in 2000 and I had to been what was it? I know I wasn't that young. I think I was like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
And I think that's what really got me into the band culture because I wanted to play the snare at first.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, that didn't
Hmm.
work out. Nah. Mm-mm. But it just like band. I think if kids would understand, like if you start watching band at a young age, like I was, it's like I understood what I was put on this earth to do. I understood.
Right.
Even though
Right.
at first I was kind of like, I don't want to do this crap. But then I'm
Yeah.
glad that I did because it taught me how to actually it put me in situations and have gave me opportunities that I could meet. What's so crazy? I was just scrolling through TikTok, right? And TikTok has like the I guess the friend little section. Why was I scrolling down and why did I see that people that's in higher up positions, or not just higher up positions, but people that's in they used to be in the band that I used to watch, they followed me. I said, "Oh."
Okay.
I said, "Okay." I said, "Huh." But those are the type of people that I would like to sit down and have a conversation with because I want to see the thought process of what did you have to do for this band back in the day? What did you have to accomplish? Like what type of accomplishments, or not even accomplishment? what type of grit did you have to have, especially trying to run a band where everybody was on your neck?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's very, very interesting just seeing certain things like this. And band culture now is, like I said, it's oversaturated because everybody want to do. I was watching a video. Everybody want to do like battle the bands type of videos, not videos, but competitions. Everybody want to do this. Everybody want to do this, and it's like
Mm.
now I'm just like, okay, when are we going to just? We don't have to, because back then it wasn't a whole lot of, especially during the springtime. Like once the springtime hit, that's concert season, bands. We
Exactly.
don't do nothing, especially when I was in school. We didn't do these battle demands like that. But this,
Right.
I guess, this is what the community wants. But I mean, I want to do a band battle every single week during the spring. Give these kids time to relax, and you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of
So,
uh
so is a band battle stressful?
yes, it is. What people don't realize, it really is, honestly, because you got to
Hmm.
put it's okay. So you have to have I say probably 20, probably about 20 to 25 songs mastered or kind of that sounds good. And then you got to make sure that you have money to get to, let's say you're going out of town. You got to make sure that you have money to get to that location. And also, you got to make sure that you feed them. You got to make sure that you do this and do that. So it's kind of like, it's very stressful. And that's why, for one, I didn't want to become a band director because I'm like, oh no, oh no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. But yeah, band battles is very stressful. Even when you see
Okay.
bands travels go to like Southern versus Jackson State,
Hmm.
it's stressful because let's say Southern, they have to prepare for Jackson State, and Jackson State has to prepare for Southern. Now, back in the day, it was different. You could see, you could feel the tension. Now it's kind of like, okay, we especially us old band heads, like we done seen them duke it out. Now it's kind of getting a little bit old, and we
Right.
want to see new rivalries. You know what I'm saying? Not the same old. Because now a lot of people don't talk about the Boombox Classic like that I have been seeing. But
Right.
so it's see now, because back, like I said, back then it was popular because we didn't have all the
Hmm.
social media stuff. You know what I'm saying? So my
Right.
band concert season, he said my band concert season lasts the end of football season till March. Yeah, but then again, I don't know, man. It's just oversaturated. Like I see, and I get it. We got to make our money. I get it. For us content creators, it's kind of like, okay, we have to keep providing, band videos or reaction to the community. But sometimes I don't want to sit there and watch band battles that I know I'm not going to enjoy. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I'm just being
Hmm.
honest with you. But some
Hmm.
people, they like it,
Hmm.
you know. Mm.
So what makes a good band battle?
Well, if the music is good
Hmm.
and the crowd interaction, like you got to really think
Hmm.
about it. If you go to somewhere down south, like I keep using Jackson or Jackson
Hmm.
State because
Hmm.
you got to experience it. You have to
Hmm.
experience it. It's like no other. It's so crazy. Jackson State and Alcorn, them two right there, the
Hmm.
atmosphere is very, very lively. You can
Hmm.
actually feel like the bands want to be there sometimes, not all the time, not all the
Hmm.
time, but sometimes
Hmm.
you do feel like that. But what makes a band battle great is the atmosphere, the crowd, the song selections, and the police not being in your way. Because sometimes the police don't want you to be over. They don't want you, especially the bands now in the fifth quarter. They try to keep it 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. But if you have something like the Boombox Classic, sometimes I done seen band battles go for from 1 hour to 2 hours.
Mm. You
Hmm.
said the police
Yeah,
and
yeah, the police is definitely a factor. They don't want you. I'm be honest with you, especially when they trying to go home. Oh, they would, like, prime example when North Carolina A&T went to FAMU 2002. It
mm,
was a situation where FAMU's it was a police officer wanted A&T to stop playing.
mm,
And FAMU was like, no, let they travel 8 hours, 8 to 9 hours to get there. Let them play. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
But
mm,
now it's kind of like, I guess they're kind of lenient now. But back then they
mm.
said, nope, mm-mm, we tired. We want to go home. And it's crazy now. But
And
but
so
mm,
So when the band battle is happening, right, it's two
Mm.
bands in the stands or it's two bands on the field.
Yeah, so sometimes it may be on the field depending on I know but they don't do it as often. But
Mm-hmm.
there's definitely bands battles. They mostly are in the stands pretty much.
Okay.
Depending on where the location is, acoustic wise, it's not gonna be as great. I know when
Mm-hmm.
I think the best acoustics for me when we went, I think it was Norfolk State was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Central, that was okay.
Mm-hmm.
But majority, I don't like seeing bands on the field. I don't like it. I'd rather see them in the stands because that's what I'm used to seeing. But these new generation of kids would love to see. I don't know. It's kind of interesting now. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but band battles have evolved.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, mind you, my experience was that I would get a chance to play my instrument during the football games
Mm,
anyway, on the field, and then the fifth quarter is the only time I get to play my instrument during the game.
mm,
But during the game, the band was the ad lib, right? It
mm.
was the timeout,
Oh yeah, yeah.
space. It was. So has that changed?
Uh Kinda. Most of these bands now, especially what I have been seeing, like for example, these high school bands. I don't know if you've been keeping up with these high school bands. Like
Hmm.
in
Hmm.
Louisiana, these high school bands are beasts. They
Hmm.
are monsters. Majority of times they don't really play during timeouts. They play during while the game is going on now. So
Okay.
it's yeah, it has evolved.
So has the rules changed? Because the reason why we could not play before is because the sound would interrupt gameplay.
Okay, it depends on the officials, honestly.
Okay.
Some
Okay.
officials are used to it, and
Hmm.
some are not used to it. That makes sense. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's evolving. He said football games turn into band battles in the stands now. Oh yeah, they do, Phil.
Right, yeah, because like the bands would be a part of the hype squad, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the football team is losing, but they can potentially get like a field goal or
Yep.
even make a touchdown, right? Then the band, if it's the opposing team, we're a part of making noise so that the football team messes up. But if
Yeah.
it's our own team,
Mm-hmm.
we're a part of playing the inspirational music to get the football team to know that we're behind them.
Oh yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
is that part still the same?
Depending on if the band like the football team.
No, you didn't. No, you
I'm
didn't.
so serious. I promise to. Okay, so I had to go back to the glory days. I had to go back
Okay.
my college
Okay.
days.
Okay.
When I was in college, we went to the
Hmm.
Celebration Bowl. My freshman year Celebration Bowl. We won it.
Hmm.
Did we win it? Did we? I think we did. Wait, did we? I don't know. If we won or not.
Hmm.
Um, but we was kind of high. What's up with you, Trey? He said, "Good morning." Whoa, whoa, sir. This is wait. What time is it? It's 9:31. 9:31.
He might be in Asia.
He said. He said, oh, okay. Thank you for the gift, bro. I appreciate that." But see, I got my but yeah, it just depends of the band likes the football team. We play we play certain songs that I look at, and I know our band directors espouse the football team sometimes.
Hmm.
I knew they did because it's crazy because I'm looking at it now and I'm like, if I was a band director, I'd probably be ignorant towards the football team. I probably would. I'll probably play a song just to piss somebody off.
Right.
But yeah, it's definitely a different like change, especially culture wise. And I
Hmm.
see it now, honestly, I see it being a little bit hmm, it's gonna change.
Hmm.
It's going to change. And I
Yeah,
don't
and then and another thing that the band used to do, right? Because I was on both sides,
mm,
we actually had cheers as a cheerleader, right? We
mm,
had cheers that included the band,
mm. Oh, see, we didn't
right?
have that when I was yeah, we didn't. That's
Oh no, yes.
no.
Yeah, yeah. Our go big blue cheer. My school colors. I actually have on my school colors now, but when we did the go big blue cheer, the band was a part of the cheer.
Mm.
So it was like go. You know what I mean? So then the band would be like,
Did we do that?
bump bump. Yeah, yes.
I don't see. I don't remember half the stuff that I did in band. I don't remember.
You don't? Yeah. Yeah.
It
And
was
then I
like,
actually, because our band director was white, I may feel like that was some of the stuff. I think that's some of the stuff the white bands do. Like I'm
wait, what?
yeah, because I'm serious. Because I mean, literally, Go Big Blue was a part of like the trombones,
Uh
the
huh.
tubas, all came in. Go, right? Go Big Blue. Po po po,
Bless your
right?
heart, bless your little
Yes.
heart.
so, so, so it was in.
What just happened to the live stream? What the heck? Hold on now.
I think your internet went down. I'm
Yeah,
I'm not being funny.
yeah. I don't know what just happened.
It'll
It's
be back though.
okay. Let me see. It said
And
me.
we've been on for 30 minutes. So like a 30-minute live stream is good.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Okay, are we? It says it's. Well, let me see something. Let me figure this out. Oh, I know exactly what. I know exactly what's wrong. I can't change it now. Can't change it now. Well,
What is it?
it's back. Okay. I don't know what just happened. I know. See, YouTube is weird when it comes to set. But anyways, as long as we back, I'm trying my best. I don't know why I set it to that. That's kind of weird. Maybe that's just
You
me.
had a setting on?
Yeah, I forgot to change my setting back to but I'll have to do it later. I have to do it later. I have no other choice but do it later. But yeah, it's um band. Yeah, we didn't do all that stuff when I was a band. Like we, because I went to a school in the country, and we
Okay.
wasn't really known for band like that.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
we was pretty much at first my freshman year we was decent, and then after my freshman and sophomore year, then we started getting really good. Like it was to the point where we
Okay.
was getting invited to competitions at the competitions and stuff like that. So yeah, because I think we was show style back in high school.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
And but we was like probably about 20 deep.
20.
20
Oh
deep.
yeah. Exactly. And that's what I mean by a 1A
Mm.
school versus a quad A school,
Oh
right?
yeah.
A Southwest Cab type school where they have, you know, 15 trumpet players just alone.
Hmm. Yeah, because we didn't have all that. We just had probably about five or six.
Yes,
Five,
yeah.
yeah, about five, six trumpet players. We had probably about three mellophones. Um,
Right, right.
what else do we
But
have?
but that's also a part of why I'm glad that we've created the partnership we've created,
Mm.
right? Because um I feel like when it comes to being musical, a part of that is in your DNA.
Oh yeah.
And then when it comes to just realizing that music has other tentacles and being able to